Hey, what's up guys? We're back on Vampyr. Appreciate all the support with this playthrough. Hit that like button and subscribe. Also click into the join button. Take a look at some of the membership benefits for the channel. Appreciate all the support once again. Let's get into it.
Light spotted!
Oh, I should kill him. That's funny. Ow, don't hit me. Give me some blood. Oh, funny enough, I just unlocked this ultimate. I need to check and see which one I selected. But I went through all of this without having the ultimate for the longest time, so I just upgraded that before I rested and stopped playing. I gotta catch up to this guy. Where's he going? Where are you doing? You don't get to leave. What are you doing? Get stabbed. Oh shit, where these people come from? Alright, let's try the ultimate now. What the move, Scowls? Really? It only does it to one person? Okay, these Scowls, I feel like they just messed me up. Something's off there. There's no way that was just for one person. But you see I can hit both of them. Weapon. Let's get this back out. Okay. You know, Dr. Reid. Just hyping up this build we came up with. We gotta get these hits off. Everything's all good until you start doing commentary with it. Alright, come on, Scout, come on. Let's get this done. Yeah, it knocks them down and then you can at least do one hit while they're still trying to stand up. Possibly two if you time it right.
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Okay, I thought he was gonna... Looks like he had him highlighted. That was interesting. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, we got... Too far back. Get it right. We need to heal. There we go. Give me some more blood back. Drop this down here while he's standing there. Okay, it's interesting. Alright, our ultimate's back. Let's try it again. We need to check and see if we can do it with multiple people. That's going to be the next question. I'll try to figure out where you went. Give me some blood. Don't jump from it. Oh, he jumped out of it. So imagine if I put more bite damage on here. What's anybody going to be able to do? You're invincible while you're feeding. You don't have to worry about taking any damage from that. It's a nasty build. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to let y'all know. Klockwork's been putting in that work. Having to re-record this. I was getting a little bit upset at first, but it's almost been a blessing in disguise. Alright, still trying to make sure we go through all these crates and everything. It's nice to be able to work at normal speed. Don't have to speed through it like we were doing before. Trying to get it done. Yep, this was all stuff you were going to see, or at least you were going to see at first. That's nice. Night shelter. Okay. Oh my. What happened to you? It's a night shelter vicinity. Alright, I didn't mean to go this far over, but we're already here now, so I'm just going to keep looting all this stuff while we're here. Yeah, might as well. We know how to get back. Alright, looks like there's probably some people on the other side. We'll come back around to this area. I don't want to do all that just right now. Alright, follow our steps. We know we have enemies to the right. We're going to end up fighting them eventually. I guess we're going to do it now. Especially while they're standing together. This will be nice.
Got one of them.
Drop another one right there. They both got knocked out of it. That's crazy. Alright, let's try this with two. It only only does it for one person. Okay, at least now we know. So he's dead. He's not dead yet, really. Killed that other person straight away. He ran through that and got the hit off. That's interesting. Don't do that. I need some blood. And as you can see, everybody here is incredibly strong. We're getting hit with a couple of attacks and losing like half our health. So it's imperative we keep our strategy right. Remember to stun. Yeah, if you plan to play this game yourself, I would definitely recommend emphasis on stun. Stun, stamina, and blood. Everything else can work itself out. One hit there. One hit there. Shadow missed. Give me some more blood. See how simple that is. We're controlling the fights now. We're not reacting to what they're doing. We're controlling it. He literally couldn't do anything. The timing and everything is perfect with that. Alright, we gotta keep moving down the docks, but still trying to loot everything so we don't have to come back and do it later. I mean, it's crazy how much side stuff is hidden within the looting. You open a box like that and there could be a newspaper article like we saw earlier. Alright, just made our way up into this back room. Can't tell if I've been through here before. Probably not. Yeah, probably couldn't get into these rooms at first. Oh, more door to check. Alright, we have a newspaper article. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Young man named Tom Watts was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. 2 witnesses promptly reported this behavior. Watts was arrested without incident but refused to give an explanation for his actions and only gave his name. Gun was loaded, confirmed the policeman who answered his questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the force of His Majesty's courts for his transgression. The young man shall be jailed for a few years at least. Alright, so we have something new to talk to him about, because that's a pretty crazy news article. Why is that all the way back here? You can only wonder.
Over there!
One hit. That's crazy. Funny enough, I didn't see that other one about Tom Watts, so I had missed that. So that was a room we hadn't been in before.
Over there!
Over there? Don't come over here. I think you should have thought about it. You like getting bit? Yeah, I know. Doesn't feel good, does it? Everybody's dropping these pamphlets. Alright, let's go down and kill these 2 people. Got another person over there. Can we get to him? Nice, look at that. Oh, you gotta love it, man. I love these vampire abilities. That's nasty. Once again, you literally can't do anything.
He's mine!
Start them right there while they're standing here. Okay, you move forward. Thank you.
Don't prevail! Roll back to the hell upon you! What's right? It's fast!
Ow. Why did your ability go off first? Not all of this. Damn, that thing, that looks like the entity from Dead by Daylight. When it stabs up like that, that looks like the entity's claw. They say this is the shadow, so I guess it's pretty much the same thing. Kill him. There you go. Man. That looks like the entity's claw when the matches run out of time. That end, the end round phase. Can't think of the proper term for it. Y'all know what I mean, though. Okay, guard, a pre-win note. Some of our scouts recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Throckmorton near the East End docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. The man is a fraud, not even a real con man, for he does not charge anybody for the work, but he clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse and let him go. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than bait. Dang, that's tough. But funny enough, I had been saying I didn't trust that guy either. He seemed like he was full of it. And it looks like they think the same. Oh, hold on, is this where we want to go? I think so. Oh, let me just check up here real quick. Some of these boxes look like you should be able to open them. Alright, here we go. So now we're back in the night shelter. We kind of touched into it in that one room, but officially here now. Oh, did I hit the side entrance? Let me see. I think I did. Oh, that's hilarious. I hit the side entrance. Is that Ichabod? Alright, let's talk to him. Somebody was calling him a con man. Let's see.
Good evening, Mr. Throckmorton.
Dr. Reid, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I still need to do the side mission helping him out. Putting those posters up. I may check into that once we get further into this main story.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared her.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound. She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
I wonder if he is referring to some vampire we'll meet. That's interesting.
Goodbye.
Yep, goodbye. We'll get to your side mission eventually. Trying to get it all done. That was also another reason I was glad we came back, because I hated that I lost some of them already. Alright, let's talk to these people here.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Damn, whole lot of attitude. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot to do a little bit of commentary here because I've already watched this. Oh, life. Life is interesting, isn't it?
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh, you want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You are right. That's funny. I fight poverty, you really have no idea who I am. Alright, I did remember I said this one before, and seemed to kind of intimidate her a little bit. Let's try this.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reid.
Okay, now I don't feel bad about saying that other thing that had her a little bit, scared.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Okay, funny enough, I know exactly where to go for that, so I think we're gonna go do that side mission now. After we finish talking to her.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I'd snatch that hat off her so quick. Just kidding.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
That is a nice hat, though. I mean, it's not matching anything else, but she's trying to be fresh with it. Alright, there should be, there's one more person. Let me go do this side mission real quick, because I know where to go. It's not that far. We're gonna help her get her money back.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Yes, let's investigate further. That's right. Come on up here. Okay, so it still does the attack, so that's good. Oh, and we can put a shadow mist down on top of it? Come on now. That's not even fair. That's not even fair. That's a shadow mist on top of the ultimate. What's anybody supposed to do with that? Drop this right here. Wait for him to stand up. And he's dead.
Giselle's stolen money.
Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Yep, that's right. They sure do. Alright, let's get back to her.
You again?
Yeah, me again. Look what I got for you. Got your money, girl. Got you.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Oh boy, they had already spent the money. Oh, the temptation. We're gonna be a good vampire, though.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. I'm Well, thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Okay, now I kind of regret. I forgot she was going to do that. I would have just held on to the money. That's alright. Miss Gillingham is probably a good person. Probably someone else we're going to meet.
Well, I'll
leave you for now, yep. Let's go talk to this next person. Out here wiping the floor. See some blood spots over there. He missing some spots. You want you over here wiping a surface that's already clean.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reid.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Okay.
This Seymour worries
So,
me.
you know I have control over the Force.
Sean knows something
And the
about
Force
him.
is guiding me to this room that has Sean Hampton in it. But before we talk to Sean Hampton, we're going to loot all this stuff. A folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for salvation. Very interesting. So Dyson Delaney and William Bishop must have been the drunks of town, and Sean Hampton was trying to save both of them. Alright, we're going to finish looting this stuff. Alright, now before we talk to him, can I get in this room first? Sorry, Sean, give me 1 second. Still stealing your stuff. I'll be back for you, though. We gotta loot all this. Alright, so you guys gotta watch this next part very carefully. And I will be asking some questions. Because some of this kind of confused me a little bit. I think I figured it out finally, but I'll definitely ask some questions. Old newspaper, the bomb exploded just after dawn in the front of Dawson & Dawson Munitions Factory. Largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows of all the factories in Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack. Interesting.
Locked, all right.
So I wonder if that's the same bombing that Dyson Delaney is drinking himself about trying to forget. And I do apologize if I'm jumping around. I'm pretty sure we would have had that conversation with him. Handwritten prayer. Dear Lord, this is my prayer for my beloved mother, Gertrude Paxton, who now awaits her daughters in heaven. Until that day, I thank you for allowing me to wake up and go through each new day. and honest poverty and modesty. Please protect the good Mr. Hampton who lets us sleep in his night shelter. I humbly ask you to forgive me for the resentment I feel towards my sister Giselle since my mother died. Blessed be her soul. Thank you, God, for hearing me. Amen. So is this going to be Lottie? Yep. Well, since we're right here with them, let's go ahead and talk about this, because I was about to say it's probably a hint for both of them.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reid.
Oh, are you? I'm good to see you too. All right, Lottie. That's all right. Oh, look at her. See that little head twirl? There's something there. She said, damn, Mr. Reid, you looking fresh in that suit. I know. Yeah, she nodding. She knows it. That's all right.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reid.
Well, she got a point. She's got a point.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
All right, Giselle, what do you have to say about that? You and your pink hat.
You again?
What type of greeting is that after I just gave you that money back? I thought we were cool now. Oh, wow, 2 of them.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The 3 of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
It's time to face the truth, Giselle. Your bad temper is very destructive. Perhaps you should apologize.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago. We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Now see, when I talked to Edwina Cox and gave like a similar answer to that, I failed the hint. So that's why I'm kind of confused how that works. Like, that could have been a bad answer. She didn't accept what we told her, but we didn't fail the hint. So it's kind of confusing to me how some of this stuff works, but at the same time, some of the hints are shared across 2 people. So if we said the right thing to the other person, it would be fine for them. So it's interesting.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Hey, Giselle. We don't have enough hints to go through all your bullshit. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll leave.
You take that pink hat and you leave me alone. You got bad luck written all over you. Alright, I'm pretty sure I need to go upstairs. Alright, I might cut through this, but let me keep looting. Okay, I'm glad I took a second to check that trash can. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that. Hampton shelter for months in. Money or support of any kind. Without a positive answer from you, I may be. My boys always get what they... accepted no for an answer. Keep on refusing to answer me, Anne. Wet boot boys come. You and your sister. Why did it have to get burned right there? That don't sound right. Damn this game. Damn it, Lottie. How am I gonna find another hint for you? Come here, girl. We gotta talk again.
Glad to see you again.
I'm glad to see you too. You got all your hints done now.
Lottie, tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reid, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
I think my real reason is to take you back with me to Pembroke.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I'll put you up in Dr. Swansea's office. Alright, let's talk to Sean Hampton, the sad saint of East End.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Look at him. He is a scowl. How dare you? That's funny.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Isn't that crazy? Now, we have a lot more stuff that we need to discuss with Sean Hampton, but go ahead and start getting into those comments and help me to understand. Does it seem like he's been doing this for a long time? Or do you think it was after William Bishop got him? There's a lot more dialogue to be had, but as of right now, why does it seem like he knows everything already? He already knows what he needs to eat? Like, has this been going for a while? Let's keep talking.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith, my will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course, but she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment. We'll have a talk when you've returned from the sewers, Dr. Reid.
Chapter 3. Give a dog a bad name.